Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dr. Science. I am here with Frosty Fausting's 2020 fourth place finisher, Supra.
Woo!
And today we are going to talk about Karas. So I guess before we actually get into the training mode, Soup, why should I play Karas?
You should play Karas if you're getting bored of the game and you want a challenge.
All right, well, that was not exactly inspiring a lot of confidence, but let's go ahead and get into training mode here. The first thing I wanted to talk about was mobility. I think that's really important with a new character to talk about mobility. So first things first, for TVC, do they have the normal 2 jumps, 2 air dashes? It looks like from what you're doing that he does. 1, 2, 1, 2.
He does.
What about his ground dash? I know Karas has a special ground dash. Yeah.
So his ground dash has some startup, but if you're really good, I think you can do like a wave dash and stuff, go through things. If I'm push blocking, I could also accidentally like back dash, and that helps me sometimes. You look ready.
So you're invincible during the dash?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so even if you mess up a push block, you have a chance of like phasing through a move then.
But I can't automatically force side switch though. Let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't cross up in the corner, right? It crosses up mid-screen, but not in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to talk about his normals?
Alright, so we can start with the, the light, medium, heavies?
Yeah, the LMH. So let's just kind of, like, stand light. Is it, like, rapid fireable? Can you, like, rapid fire cancel it? Yeah, okay, so it's rapid fire cancelable, but not very long range.
Yeah.
Crouch light, a little bit longer range? Yeah, get a little bit longer range on it.
And then jumping light's really good. Hitbox.
Oh yeah, you can rapid fire that out of the air. I've seen you use that in mix-ups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we have his B's, M's. The only bad thing about the M though, I think they nerfed this some CGOH, is if you jump, watch if you jump up, hold on. See, like right there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't actually hit above him.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no hitbox above him, but is it good? It's pretty good for poking. Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Yeah. And then his knee is really good in the air. Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there it
you
is.
go. If you hit me though, only. But if I'm blocking, never, huh?
Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually cross up
that's
on block. Interesting. 2B, yeah,
2B's
that's
probably
really
his best poke. Obviously slow, but then you can cancel. Usually into his heavy, but
So does mid combo into heavy at like even max range? The crouch
because
mid?
the heavy does move him forward, so
Oh, okay.
ooh, it's really far. It's not like Soki, but and then if you get to his heavy, this is a knockdown. This is only a horizontal hitbox usually. And you fall faster. But it's really hard to like if you're crouch blocking. You have to hit it like late.
Oh yeah, because it's mostly got a horizontal hitbox, so it'll like whip.
And then there's a sweep. Standing heavy is 2 hits. So then you have this command normal is just 6H, and you can hold it, and it's unblockable. But the only bad thing is after you follow it up, even with Baroque, the scaling is really bad.
Baroque C slide level 3. Or yeah, just something like that. That works.
I think this will be like 15.
Boom, 13.
Ooh, even less.
Yeah. And then just do slide into level 3.
I can't play. Okay.
Alright, so it was 13 for...
13 after the Baroque. I mean, unblockable. So obviously you can see that's way better. Just that, and you can charge it. You don't have to charge it the whole time once you start it. It's kind of like Alex's unblockable or Cashin's. It's like I can go I can hold it the whole time, and then crumple, or I can go and then I go early. But then the knockdown isn't a crumple. So he has 2 throws. That's his forward. This is his back. And what's interesting with him is that the best way to combo his level 3 is actually back throw. Does the most damage. Oh, right here. This will work.
Oh, there you go.
like 23.
Yeah,
which is
pretty good.
for him. But then like if you do forward,
I mean, most characters can't combo off throws.
yeah, which is very unique there. But
oh, it's more scaled off the forward throw. All right, let's do specials.
okay, so we have the standard Hadouken. It's a reflector. That's the light version, the medium, and the heavy.
So he's got the reflector.
He has the DP. This is light, medium, heavy. Heavier is more hits and you go higher. But as you can see, if roll comes in, it's not really an anti-air.
There's no
Like
invuln on it.
Yeah, ready? That was me trying.
That works. You got to get it out early. It's got a good hitbox, but I don't think it's invuln at all. All right. So we've got the reflector. We've got the DP.
Then we have the we can do the chain. So the chain is half circle back, and then you can either go forward, or you can pull them. Or that's the light, and this is the medium, and then the heavy is this way.
Okay, so
447.
you get a little bit of extra damage on the forward follow-ups if you do the heavier buttons, but on the back follow-ups, it just throws them different distances.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously, I think without meter broke, you can follow up after the light one, but with the heavy, you can dash, you can do the meter. Okay, so then if we go into the rack, so then here's the light, medium, you'll go a little further, heavy, but
And they all stagger.
and then after the Rekka, you can always crouch jab to follow up, and you can not do medium follow ups. Because there's like this, and then you follow up with a Hadouken. That one's always a low, so you have to block that. And then if you want to follow up with his overhead, which combos in this game, it's going to be 6H for the overhead.
Just forward heavy?
So that's forward heavy. And that must be blocked high, but even if I do it a little low, like if you try to back throw me, you can still back throw me before the overhead. You can't just do it. See? So I'm not really airborne when that happens. But then his other follow-up is the, after the second, it's 4-6, and then any button. So here, do that.
It's just a mid extension, not an overhead.
No, so it's not overhead, but it does, yeah.
Oh, it sort of knocks down behind you?
Yeah, you like twirl. Yeah. The only way to follow that up is either with Baroque or with, I'm like level 3 at this point.
Both of those extensions, both the overhead one and the like back forward one, they both come after the fireball one, right? So it's always Sonic Boom, then Fireball, then you have the two last extensions, right?
Then you can switch. The crazy thing, I guess, after the first one, Sonic Boom, the Kasha, you can also cancel that with a normal, but the only normal you can cancel it is into a sweep. So you can see there. Yeah, and then you can't cancel it into anything else.
Yeah, why don't you show that amazing pressure string, right? You messed that up. Yeah, no, that shit's airtight.
But if you, but as you can see, I'm messing up too because your push blocks actually aren't, it like slows my recovery down.
So time for supers.
So the weird thing about his meter move is that once his reflector one, you have to do it after the reflector.
After the reflector.
Yeah. While you're in stagger mode.
Because he chucks the reflector.
That one's nice because it tracks too. So like even if you're in the air and stuff.
Yeah, and that's also his team up super, right?
Yeah. It's actually a pretty decent chip, but then obviously it's blocked.
Yeah.
You're unsafe. And then his last level 1 is his counter super.
That's fun. There's the counter super. Ugh.
And like, there's only one way I've seen where people can follow up with it. Although I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, there it is.
Good, and there's the overbounce. And this. But you obviously want to do that if they have no meter and you're just too much.
That's pretty high levels of swag right there.
And then we have his level 3, which is his best one. I think it does go full screen. There's obviously startup. Size 2 minutes. And it does, as we saw earlier, OTGs. And the simplest one is if you just sweep into OTG. Forward one. Since they bounce, you can still do it. Looks like it doesn't hit, but it's pretty quick. But yeah.
Let's do combos. What is a basic Karas combo look like? Just like mid-screen.
Mid-screen. I guess you would do. Okay, here we go. There we go.
That's a combo.
One combo.
It's sort of the way I see it is that both his level 1, the dubstep super, and the level 3, like in order to combo into them, you need to kind of stop your combos early, right?
Yeah, you can do it. Let's say I did like 2 like Kasha loop chains with the sweep, and like I did the overhead, then I did the Baroque. The only way to combo afterward would be a level 3, so then that'd be at the end. But obviously at that point, you're only tacking on like very minimal damage, you know, because of scaling.
You think you could show off a big boy combo into level 3?
I could maybe. Let's see. Ooh. There we go.
Very nice.
I had to let no shaders there. I think that's what happened. Do that.
Adds an extra 6?
Like 6, right?
Yeah. Next,
The
I
main
think it's
thing,
just
though.
gonna be like general Karas. How do you kind of see Karas playing? Where does he fit into a team? What's his kind of game plan? You know, stuff like that.
Karas got nerfed a lot from the other game, but he has the same like function as like he could be a battery and like just using his good normals to like keep people out. Like you have good spacing. He's really good against some characters. Like even if you're like applying pressure or something, like I can just always just like push block into like 2B, you know.
Yeah.
And then you do a whole combo. Despite his like low damage and stuff, if you can do some resets, I think that'll help out. Cause
How about you talk a little bit about his mix-ups?
yeah, the DP mix-up isn't like a true one, but what I like to do is because if you're being launched, you're like in some weird state, and then I go right into. I come up on the other side, and you're grounded.
You can also do like DP Baroque mix-ups on block too, right?
And then you can do a little combo.
Yep.
What's interesting too is if I'm mid-screen, I can also do that.
Nice.
And still keep my Baroque, you know?
Cool.
Even with like a lot of Baroque doesn't do that much damage, so I would try to use it. Like,
So use it for mix-ups.
yeah, I would use it for mix-ups or to become safe. The game plan with him is to make sure your spacing is really good.
All right, so now for team building. Let's start. How about you just talk about your team? How your team works? Your team is
With Karas on
Karasake.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karas on point. My goal is to just get you to the corner, and then, you know, I can set up an unblockable, keep going, just getting as much meter as I can before Saki can go. The cheap thing is probably if you're incoming. There's so let's see variations. If you're blocking, you're not gonna unblock.
Oh, right. It unblocks it. Yeah.
And then I
right,
charge.
Gotcha. So you don't charge the unblockable there.
Yeah.
As soon as you block the Karas dubstep super, you're
I can do this.
stuck in that damage, right?
Yeah. That's what my team does. The other way
I guess generally then, what does Karas look for in a partner?
I think you would need someone who can like extend his corner combos. Sati's does that a little bit, so she can go like this. And you can just go again, you know. Also, someone who has like a projectile, I guess even like Ryu, Morgan, or Roll. Because they keep him locked down. Some people hide behind the bullet. I think even like Chun-Li would be really good with him, you know. Palomar assist, you know. I've seen some people do
Lockdown assists.
Yeah. Even like Volnut. I've seen some good teams with Volnut and Karas. As long as Karas can help some people like get meter and then some uses the meter, or if they have team super, or someone has more life to supplement. I don't know, what do you think? Who would else be good at now knowing me?
I mean, I really like the idea of him as a battery on a team. So like for me, I think I would put him. Yeah, you want someone who helps him pressure or helps his mix-ups, and then also someone who uses meter. And I think your team does that well.
Yeah, coincidentally, yeah.
Well, did you want to play a couple games?
Yeah, you can see him in action.
I will. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I won't use that footage.